The first pro with this 2025 CX-50 hybrid is going to be, of course, the fuel economy. We have a combined fuel economy rating of 38 mpg. Mazda claims that the average consumer can save about $570-ish a year compared to the NA 4-cylinder version of the CX-50. But there's two more pros to mention regarding this hybrid powertrain. Because this is essentially Toyota's hybrid drivetrain setup, you know that this is going to be robust and reliable, but the hybrid is also genuinely quicker than the regular NA 4-cylinder. On average, according to most sources, the NA 4-cylinder will do 0 to 60 in about 8.5 seconds. This hybrid will take about 7.5, and the turbo CX-50, it'll do 60 in about 6.5 seconds. So this conveniently sits in the middle, and it does genuinely feel brisk around town. It doesn't really feel like it's struggling as much as the NA 4-cylinder. Now, when you put your foot all the way down, yes, we do have that eCVT transmission, but the 4-cylinder, it's not making a completely nasty racket by any means. This Toyota 4-cylinder engine, it's definitely gotten quieter over the years, both in the Toyotas and of course in this Mazda. Now, a con with this hybrid CX-50, it's going to be the additional weight. So this particular model weighs about 4,008 pounds, which is around 267 pounds more than the naturally aspirated 4-cylinder and a little over 90 pounds more than the turbo models. And I'm guessing Mazda had to stiffen up this vehicle a little bit because it does ride a bit harsher than the ICE models of the CX-50, but it's not unbearable in any way. It's mainly just transmitting the smaller bumps into the cabin. It's really communicating what kind of road surface you are driving over. By no means is this vehicle uncomfortable, but I just thought I would bring this to your attention. And of course, because of the additional weight, you do notice it a bit more in the corners, but again, it's not bad. The overall body weight is well managed. Refinement and smoothness continues to be a pro here. Just like with most Mazdas, we don't have an insane amount of wind noise or road noise here. All of that is well contained. We have a really smooth steering, which the steering puts Mazda above most of its competition. It just feels more premium and very luxury-esque. It doesn't feel like you're driving a generic cardboard economy car. Regarding the interior space, we have some pros and cons to talk about. The first pro, it's going to be, of course, the layout. It's simple, it's elegant, and I love the physical buttons and switches for your HVAC, as well as the separate display, which shows you your temperature and your fan speed. The infotainment is great. We have wireless Apple CarPlay and wireless Android Auto with this top-of-the-line Premium Plus, and you can actually touch the screen while using Apple CarPlay, but once you're in the Mazda infotainment, you have to use the rotary knob, which I do not mind. I really like Mazda's elegant infotainment. Same thing with the digital gauge cluster. That's very simple, no issues. Seats look good and they are comfortable, both in the front and in the rear. The front doors, when you open and close them, they feel solid. But what are some of the cons with this interior? Well, some of the minor ones, it's going to be the piano black plastic that they continue to use with the center console, and also the rear space. So I am 5'11". I can sit behind myself, but the headroom and the legroom, it's not exactly lavish back there. It's just average. But one of the main cons is the way Mazda handles their options with the various trim levels and the engine options. So despite this being a top-of-the-line, fully loaded hybrid CX-50, we do not have here the 360 camera, and we don't have the heated steering wheel either, despite this car costing over $40,000. If you want to get things like the heated steering wheel, you have to get the Turbo Premium Plus, and that's really a shame. Regardless though, some of the pros, it's definitely going to be with the Bose audio system. It's a great sounding unit, and you don't have to get the fully loaded models of the CX-50 to get the Bose. You can actually get this audio system in the premium NA 4-cylinder and the premium version of this hybrid. You don't have to get the Premium Plus, so that's good. Another pro is going to be with the trunk space. It's a really good size, and when you lift up the flap, there is a spare tire in there as well. Plus, you can easily fold down the rear seats 60-40 by pulling on the lever. The rear seats will pretty much drop immediately. The final pro of this CX-50, it's going to be the safety. Most of these Mazdas, they are an IIHS top safety pick, so you can be rest assured that your family is going to be nice, safe, and secure. And since you made it to the end of this video, I'm going to share with you how you can save between 8.5 to 9% off the MSRP of the ICE models of the CX-5 and the CX-50. You can reach out to AutoCompanion, who is one of the largest car brokers in the United States. He has partner dealerships in the Washington, D.C. area, and he is able to ship nationwide. Now, shipping is something you have to pay extra for, but on every model of the CX-5 and the CX-50, you can get between 8.5 to 9% off, depending on if you go with a 2024 or a 2025 model year. And with these hybrid models, he is offering MSRP prices. So you can get about $3,000 off the MSRP of the NA 4-cylinder, and I think that's going to be the better choice for most consumers. I love this hybrid. It's a great drivetrain, very reliable and decently quick, but there's just so much savings to be had with the pure ICE models. Plus, depending on the trim level and the month, Mazda offers some pretty good lease programs as well, and I will have a free leasing calculator provided to you by AutoCompanion in the description box below. This calculator will show you the interest rate of a lease, the residual values, and the incentives that you can get in your local zip code. Now, interest rates, lease programs, incentives, all of these things, they can change every month, but AutoCompanion's calculator can also update every month, so you can use that to run some numbers and perhaps even use it to negotiate on your own. If you are going to do that, never walk inside of a dealership. Always try to find the general manager's email and email them directly the numbers and finalize the numbers over email before walking in. And if you want to work with AutoCompanion specifically to avoid any of the dealer games, he does charge a broker fee, but if you sign up with my affiliate link in the description box below, he will take some money off of his broker fee. So hopefully you found value with this content. If you did, make sure to like and subscribe. Thank you again for watching. Take care and goodbye.